Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about Teligens's theorem, right? Yes, statement of Teligens's theorem, right? In any linear, non-linear, bilateral, active network, the summation of power is zero. That is the statement of Teligens's theorem. In other words, the sum of delivered power is equals to the sum of absorbed power. Okay, that is the statement of Teligens's theorem. Okay, that is summation of k is equals to 1 to n v suffix k into I suffix k, that is equals to 0. That is the statement of Teligens's theorem. Okay, this is the only one and only theorem which is used for non-linear elements also. Okay, we will see the explanation of this Teligens's theorem, right? Okay, let us consider a kth branch. Okay, let us consider a kth branch having a current of IPQ. Okay, having a current of IPQ. Why? Because the current which is flowing between two nodes, that is pth node and qth node. Okay, the potential of pth node is v suffix p and potential of qth node is v suffix q. Okay, right? At node p, okay, at node p, v suffix k is equals to vpq, that is equals to potential difference will be vp minus vq. Okay, next, current ik is equals to IPQ. Okay, that is nothing but current flowing through the kth branch, that is power p is equals to Vk into Ik, right? Vk is nothing but Vpq, that is equals to Vp minus Vq, and Ik current is I suffix Pq. Okay, that is equation number 1. Similarly, at node Q, Vk is equals to, I am taking reference as Q, that is potential difference will be Vq minus Vp, and current flowing through kth branch will be Ik is equals to Iqp, right? But power P is equals to Vk into Ik again, that is Vq minus Vp into Iqp, that is equation number 2. But here currents will be equal, that is Iqp is equals to Ipq. Okay, add equation 1 plus equation 2, right? On LHS side what we will get? Okay, Vk into Ik plus Vk into Ik, that is 2 into Vk into Ik is equals to, on RHS side, Vp minus Vq into Ipq. Okay, that is Vp minus Vq into Ipq plus Vq minus Vp into Iqp, right? That is, take 2 on RHS side, that is Vk into Ik is equals to 1 by 2 into bracket start, again small bracket Vp minus Vq into Ipq plus Vq minus Vp into Iqp, close the bracket, that is apply summation on both sides, that is summation k is equals to 1 to n Vk into Ik, that is equals to 1 by 2, you can take 1 by 2 as common, right? Summation of p is equals to 1 comma q is equals to 1 to n Vp minus Vq into Ipq, that is 1 by 2 into summation p is equals to 1 to n into Vp. Okay, summation q is equals to 1 to n Ipq. Okay, I am dividing total term, minus summation q is equals to 1 to n Vq, summation p is equals to 1 to n Ipq. But already we know that algebraic sum of all currents meeting at a junction or node is equals to 0, right? As from KCL sum, from that definition, summation of q is equals to 1 to n Ipq is equals to 0, comma summation of p is equals to 1 to n Ipq is equals to 0. Then that is 1 by 2 into, wait a minute, okay, that is 1 by 2 into the summation p is equals to 1 to n Vp into this value will be 0, 0 into something always 0, or that means 0 minus summation q is equals to 1 to n Vq into this value again 0, 0 into something always 0, then we will get summation k is equals to 1 to n Vk into Ik. On LHS side is, wait a minute, right? On LHS side Vk into Ik, on RHS side you will get 0, right? According to KCL, right? The algebraic sum of all currents meeting at a junction is equals to 0. From that statement I can conclude that summation k is equals to 1 to n Vk into Ik is equals to 0. Hence Teligens's theorem is proved. This is the proof of Teligens's theorem. Okay, right? Now we will solve some problems on Teligens's theorem, right? Verify the Teligens's theorem from the given circuit, right? The circuit is having a voltage source having 20 volts and a 3 resistances having a resistance of 10 ohm and 20 ohm and 40 ohm, right? Okay, that means we have to verify Teligens's theorem from the given circuit, right? What is the statement of Teligens's theorem? Just you can observe here, the sum of delivered power is equals to sum of absorbed power, or the summation of power is 0. That is we have to verify. That means first we have to calculate total power, that is source power as well as load power, right? Yes, first source voltage is known, right? That means first I have to calculate voltage across the individual branches, right? First I have to calculate voltage across individual branches, right? Here 20 volts and 10 volts and 20 volts comma 10 ohm and 20 ohm, all this is a series circuit, right? By using voltage division rule I can calculate voltage across 10 ohm resistor, right? That is 20 into 10 by 20 plus 10, right? By using voltage division rule, then voltage across 10 ohm resistance is 20 by 3 volts, right? Similarly, voltage across 20 ohm resistor, that is 20 into 20, that is total voltage into that particular branch resistance divided by sum of series branch elements, right? That is 20 into 20 by 20 plus 10, you will get 40 by 3 volts, right? Similarly, voltage across the 40 ohm resistance. Similarly, voltage across the 40 ohm resistor. See, just observe here, 20 ohm resistor and 40 ohm resistor both are connected in parallel, right? In parallel, voltage is same. Hence, voltage across the 20 ohm resistor is equals to voltage across 40 ohm resistor. That is equals to 40 by 3 volts, right? Voltages is over, right? Next, I am calculating current flowing through 10 ohm resistor. Already we know here voltage across that particular branch and resistance of that particular branch. Then current is 20 by 3 divided by 10, right? Then current flowing through 10 ohm resistor is nothing but 2 by 3 amperes, right? Similarly, current flowing through 20 ohm resistor. Okay. Similarly, current flowing through 20 ohm resistor is nothing but voltage across that particular branch divided by that particular branch resistance. That is 40 by 3 divided by 20. Then you will get 2 by 3 amperes, right? Then R equivalent. First, here I have to calculate total current I. Why? Because I have to calculate power developed by the source, right? That is R equivalent will be here 40 in series with 40 in parallel with 20. Okay, the resultant value will be 40 into 20 by 40 plus 20, right? The resultant value will be 13.3, right? In series with 10 ohm resistance, right? R equivalent will be 23.3 ohms. And current I is equals to, right? Current I is equals to 20 by 23.3. Current I value will be 0.85 amperes, right? Similarly, I can calculate current I1 and I2. I1 by using current division rule, right? That is I1 is equals to total current into opposite parallel branch resistance divided by sum of parallel branch elements, right? Then I1 is 0.56. Similarly, I2 is 0.28. Okay. Next. Then power absorbed by 10 ohm resistance. Power absorbed by 10 ohm resistors is nothing but voltage across that branch into current flowing through that branch, right? That is power absorbed by 10 ohm resistor is 7.22 watts. Similarly, power absorbed by 20 ohm resistance is power absorbed by 20 ohm resistance is 6.27 watts and power absorbed by 40 ohm resistor is 3.136 watts. Then source power is nothing but source voltage into source current, that is source voltage is 20 volts, source current is 0.85, you will get 17 watts, right? As according to Telegen's theorem, as the sum of all the powers is equals to 0, can apply that as for minus plus you can indicate minus, for plus minus you can indicate plus, right? That is minus P source plus power absorbed by 10 ohm plus power absorbed by 20 ohm plus power absorbed by 40 ohm is equals to 0. That is source power P source is equals to as source power is equals to sum of absorbed power, that is P10 plus P20 plus P40, that is 17 is equals to 7.22 plus 6.27 plus 3.13, right? That is 16.633 approximately is equals to 17. Yes, that is source power is equals to absorbed power or delivered power. Source power here nothing but delivered power is equals to absorbed power. Hence Telegen's theorem is verified. Okay, next similarly another problem. Okay, verify Telegen's theorem for the following circuit. Okay, verify Telegen's theorem for the following circuit. Okay, just you can observe here the circuit is having two sources, right? Apply KVL to first loop. What you will get for first loop? Minus 10 plus 20 into I1 plus 20 is equals to 0, right? That is 20 into I1 is equals to minus 10. That is I1 is equals to minus 0.5 amperes. Okay, similarly apply KVL to loop 2. Then minus 20 plus 30 into I2 plus third resistance having a resistance value of 40 ohm, that is 40 into I2 is equals to 0. Yes. Okay, then 30 I2 plus 40 I2 is nothing but 70 I2 is equals to 20, then I2 is equals to 20 by 70, you will get I2 value is 2 by 7 amperes, right? Then power absorbed by 20 ohms. Power absorbed by 20 ohm resistor is nothing but current flowing through that resistance is I1, right? That is nothing but I1 square into 20, right? I1 value how much? Minus 0.5, right? That is power absorbed by 20 ohms is 20 into minus 0.5 whole square, that is power absorbed by 20 ohm resistor is 5 watts. Okay, similarly power absorbed by 30 ohm resistor. Okay, the current flowing through 30 ohm resistor is I2, right? That is nothing but I2 square into that particular branch resistance is 30 ohms, right? I2 value is 2 by 7, that is 2 by 7 whole square into 30, you will get power absorbed by 30 ohm resistor is 2.44 watts. Right? Similarly, power absorbed by 40 ohm resistor is nothing but current flowing through that 40 ohm resistor is I2, right? That is equals to I2 square into 40 ohm. Here I2 value is already we know 2 by 7 amperes, right? That is 2 by 7 square into 40. You will get, wait a minute, I will share the screen. You will get power absorbed by this 40 ohm resistance is 3.26 watts. Right? Next, power delivered by the source, right? As current flowing through the source is I1, right? Then power delivered by the source is nothing but voltage, that particular source voltage into current flowing through that source, that is nothing but source voltage is 10 volts into I1, right? I1 value is minus 5, that is nothing but 10 into minus 0.5, you will get minus 5 watts, right? That is similarly power delivered by 20 volt source, right? That is 20 into current flowing through the second source is 20 into I2 minus I1, that is 20 into 2 by 7 plus 0.5, you will get power delivered by the 20 volt source is 15.71 watts, right? Then delivered according to Telegen's theorem, what is the statement? Sum of delivered power is equals to sum of absorbed power, one statement, that is power delivered by 10 volt source plus power delivered by 20 volt source is equals to power absorbed by 20 ohms plus power absorbed by 30 ohms plus power absorbed by 40 ohms, that is nothing but power wait a minute, power delivered by 10 volt source is nothing but what is that value? Minus 5, power divided by 20 volt source is nothing but plus 15.71, that is that is 15.71. okay, otherwise you can substitute in sum of powers is equals to 0, that is minus P10 plus P20 minus P20 volts plus P30 ohms plus P40 ohms is equals to 0, that is minus 5 plus 5 minus 15.71 plus 2.44 plus 3.26, that is equals to 0. Hence Telegen's theorem is verified, right? In this way we can solve the problems on Telegen's theorem. Okay, I hope all of you understood, right? Okay, remaining topics we will discuss in next class, right? Thank you all.